So do you also use Ninja Forms and Thinkific for your own business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly, and in this video we are going to understand how to enroll Thinkific user on Ninja Forms submission. So I'm running a edutech company and we collect the lead details using Ninja Forms. And now what I want is I am offering a free course to all my leads, and I want to enroll all my leads into that free course on Thinkific. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between Ninja Forms and Thinkific, and we are going to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language using an amazing automation software which is Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. So let's begin and create a connection between Ninja Forms and Thinkific. So to do this, I'm going to open a new tab and search for the landing page of Pabbly Connect by typing pabbly.com/connect in my browser. And now it is opening the landing page of Pabbly Connect using which we are going to create this connection. But before we move on further and create this connection, I'll show you something really helpful. This is the Pabbly community where automation users, business owners and marketers connect. Pabbly community is a space where users share their ideas, workflow tips, doubts and solutions. So if you're stuck at any step, the community is a great resource for guidance because we have experts in our community who are ready to solve all your doubts and problems. So if you also want to join this amazing community, the link is given in the description box below. Make sure to check it out and join the community today. Let's go back towards the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and on the landing page of Pabbly Connect, we're going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of hours free every month to explore the application. But over here, I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on this button which says sign in. And now it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over we're going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account. And now it is opening the dashboard of my Pabbly Connect account, and to get started, we have to click on this button which says create workflow. It is asking me to select the workflow builder, the new one or the classic one. So the new workflow builder is faster, flexible and ideal for those who want a modern interface, while the classic one on the other hand is stable, has a familiar approach and ideal for those who want a tried and tested setup. So you can use any one from this. I'm going to use this new one, so let's go towards the select of the new one. And now for the workflow name, I'm going to enter the name of my workflow and then I'm going to select the folder in which I want to save my workflow. So on my dashboard you can see multiple folders which I have already created in which I save my workflows, and if you also want to create a new folder, you can go towards this create new folder button and create your own. After entering the workflow name and selecting the folder, we have to click on this button which says create, and once we click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger starts the process and the actions are results towards the same. So to get started, we have to click on this add trigger button, and now for the trigger application we have to search for Ninja Forms and select it. And now for the trigger event, we have to keep it as new form submission and click on this connect. Now it is giving me a webhook URL using which we are going to create a connection between Ninja Forms and Pabbly Connect. So let's copy this webhook URL and open the form. And now you can see that this is the form for which I want to create this automation. So you first have to open the form for which you want to create this automation and go towards this emails and actions and then add new action. Now you have to add the action which is webhooks, and after adding this action you have to give the action name. So let's say I'm going to give the name as new leads. And now I'm going to move in further. For the remote URL, we have to paste the URL which we copied from the workflow. For the method, we have to keep it as post, and now we have to add the keys right over here. So I'm going to click on this add new, and now for the key first I'm going to capture the details of the first name and the last name, then phone number, then email. So one by one I'm going to add all the details. First I'm going to start with this first name, so I'm going to type first name, then I'm going to add it right over here. As you can see that this is the form field which is first name. Now same I'm going to do this for last name, email and phone number. One by one I'm going to type last name, then I'm going to select the form field of this last name, then I'm going to do this for phone. I'm going to select the field of phone. So like this you can add multiple keys according according to your own form details. So yes, you can see that I've successfully added all of this. Now what we have to do is we have to click on this button, and after this we have successfully added the webhook URL. So now click on this publish, and once we click on this publish, with this we have successfully created a connection between Ninja Forms and Pabbly Connect. But now it is saying waiting for webhook response. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to go towards this link, and as you can see that this is the link to my form. So I'm going to copy this link and I'm going to open it in a new tab. I'm going to paste this link and I'm going to open it in a new tab, and we're going to do the test submission. In order to capture the webhook response, I'm going to enter all of my details. For the first name, I'm going to keep it as testing, last name user, this as the phone number, and for the email address, I'm going to keep it as this. After entering all of these details, I'm going to click on this submit. It is saying processing, so we're going to wait for a few seconds, and it is saying form submitted successfully. So with this we have successfully completed the test submission, and now 3 seconds ago Pabbly has also captured the response. You're going to see the phone, the last name, the first name, and the email address, which is exactly the same which we entered right over here. And now using these details, I'm going to enroll a user in Thinkific. But to enroll the user, we first have to create a user. For that, I'm going to go towards this add new action step, and now for the action application, I am going to search for Thinkific. For the event, we have to select it as create user, because in order to enroll the user, we first must have a user inside Thinkific. So first we're going to create the user, and then we're going to enroll that user in the course. So I'm going to click on this connect. It is giving me two options, add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Thinkific account with Pabbly Connect, you can go towards the select existing connection and then save. Otherwise, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection and then connect with Thinkific. And now it is asking for the subdomain. So how you can get this subdomain? You have to follow me. You have to go towards your Thinkific account, then you have to go towards this URL and copy this URL and paste it right over here in your workflow. And in this URL, it is saying after this https / and before this .thinkific.com is the subdomain. So let's erase the rest of the details which are not required and just keep the subdomain and click on this save. And once we click on this save, yes, you can see a window something like this will appear, and then yes, we have successfully created a connection between Thinkific and Pabbly Connect. It was very easy because I have already logged in my Thinkific account before starting with this automation. Now we have to select the first name, last name and the rest of the details, and then we are going to create the user using these same details. But we are not going to enter the details manually by tapping it like this, but instead we are going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And when we insert the data from the previous step, automatically our data becomes dynamic and change with every new response received. So I'm only going to map the details which are required, like the first name, last name and email. The rest of the details are not required. If you wish, you can definitely map these details too. After mapping the details which are required for the welcome email, I'm going to keep it as true and click on this save and send test request. If you don't wish to send welcome email, you can keep it as false. And once we click on this save and send test request, it is saying that we have successfully created a new user. Alright, so now let's open our Thinkific account, go towards this users section from the left end of the site and check for the new user created. And as you can see, a new user has been created. You're going to see the full name and the email address. Now over here, you're going to see that the enrollment is 0. So we have to enroll this user in a course, and to enroll this user in a course, we're going to click on this add new action step. For the action application, once again, we're going to select it as Thinkific. For the event, this time I'm going to select it as enroll user. So I'm going to look for it, select it and click on this connect. We have recently connected our Thinkific account, so let's go towards the select existing connection and then save. And now after clicking on this save, it is asking me for the course. So I'm going to select the course. For the user ID, we are not going to select it like this, but instead we're going to map it. So I'm going to switch on this mapping button and I'm going to map this user ID from the response of my create user step. So as you can see, this is the user ID, so I'm going to map it. It is saying activated date and expiration date. So as you can see, both of these fields are not required, so I'm going to leave it as blank and click on this save and send test request. And as you can see, we have received the positive response that we have successfully enrolled this users in basic of Java. So let's open our Thinkific account and refresh this all users page. And once you refresh this, you're going to see that this enrollments have turned into 1. So let's open this and we're going to see that this user has been enrolled into this basics of Java course, enrolled in a free preview. So yes, you can see that with this we have successfully completed our workflow. Now whenever we're going to receive a new form submission from Ninja Forms, automatically a new user will be created in Thinkific and enrolled in our free course. So let's try this automation in real time. I'm going to go back towards my Ninja Forms and I'm going to do another test submission, but this time with the new details. Alright, so I'm going to open my form, and as you know that Ninja Forms is a plugin of WordPress WordPress. Alright, now let's fill in this form, but this time I'm going to keep the first name as smart, last name user, and the rest of the details as this. For the email, I'm going to keep it as smartuser555@pabblytunes.com and click on this submit. And once we click on this submit, yes, you can see that we have successfully submitted this form. Now let's open our Thinkific account and you're going to see that we have this much users only. Now let's refresh this page and you're going to check that if a new user gets created or not. So yes, you can see within seconds and in real time the user has been created. You're going to see the same name, same email address, and also enrolled into the course. So let's open this enrollments and you're going to see that this user has been enrolled into this basics of Java. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. For your reference, I'll attach the workflow link in the description box below. You can check my workflow and create this amazing automation for your own business. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. And now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.